Hello and welcome to the U.S.-Japanese yen pair. This pair closed down for today's session. We are looking for it to potentially go as high as 77.05, possibly down to 76.24. Look for some resistance around 76.75 and look for some support around 76.00. Now the Euro-USD pair, this pair moved sideways during this last closed up, but is moving sideways. Look for it to potentially go as high as 132.54, possibly down to 129.44. Look for some resistance around 132.05, and look for some support around 130.15. Now the pound-US dollar pair, this pair moved higher during this last session, is starting to move sideways. I still think we have some upward movement potentially. Look for this pair to potentially go as high as 159.36, possibly down to 156.58. Look for some resistance at 158.85 and look for some support around 157.25. Now the US Swiss, this pair is moving sideways. Look for it to potentially go as high as 0.9321, possibly as low as 0.9091. Look for some resistance around 0.9250 and look for some support around 0.9115. Okay, now as far as news announcements go. Okay, well, we don't have any significant news announcements coming out tomorrow. Let's take a look at what I'm looking at. The reason I have this zoomed out a good ways is if you're going to do technical analysis, you really need to have at least 6 sessions showing. So if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that allows us to get a pretty decent view of things. Now, I did draw a trend line. You can see it's touched it once, twice, 3 times now, which is kind of the criteria we need for a trend line. We have this strong trend line that's moved to the upside, tagging this low. We've had several points where it almost hit it on its way up. We have a little area here, here, and of course several along this area. Now that I have those two drawn, I'm going to zoom in and kind of take a look at kind of what we're looking at. Well, first, let me put a couple more lines on it here. We have an area here of support. Here it was resistance, moving to the upside to the downside. Our next little area we've had, 3 different times. 1, 2, 3. We've had an area of resistance that could now be potential support. So now let's zoom in, take a look at this from a little bit closer standpoint. You can see here that we've had a couple of our blue line here. If it were to break out to the upside, a quick little trade for about 30 pips. Looking to enter around 158.65, looking to exit around the 158.98 area, which we've run into before. The reason that's a good number is it's right before 0.0 level. Should be able to grab that and then exit pretty quick. This one may be even a little bit quicker at about 25 pips, 24 pips, looking to short around 157.52. Looking for the first exit anyway at 157.26. Now, the one to the downside, the first exit would be a good place to go to break even, and then see if it'll come on through, because we do have this area all in here, which was support during that session, support here, even here. So this would be another good area. If we get a breakout right about this area, comes down, you could go to break even, and then the trade is free, so to speak, and then come on down to the 155.84 level and see if it'll get there over the next session or 2. Well, I hope that helps, and until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.